Candid Sports.
Episode 7, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thought the Buccaneers brought John Gruden to Tampa to take a team that was knocking on the door of a Super Bowl and finally get them through that door? You're wrong. It's because they were hacked by the Russians. It's all part of a coordinated effort to ensure Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, and the New England Patriots continue to dominate the NFL. In the late 1990s into the early 2000s, the Buccaneers had established themselves as a power in the NFC with a dominating defense and running game and a dominating defense. But under head coach Tony Dungy could never quite get to the Super Bowl. Enter John Gruden, finally delivering a Super Bowl to Tampa at a cost of 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks, which with the stars of the team aging, the Buccaneers began to struggle and eventually decline. The trade for John Gruden not only led to the dismantling of the Bucs, but the Raiders as well. 2 birds, 1 stone for the Russians. And as the Russians positioned themselves to take over the NFC South in New Orleans, who drafted Archie Manning with the 2nd overall pick in 1971. Who had the first pick that year? The Boston Patriots, who would later become the New England Patriots. The Patriots drafted Jim Plunkett with their first overall pick, who would later lead the Raiders to wins in Super Bowl 15 and 18. Had the Patriots drafted Manning, history could have been different. Means hacked by the Russians. Now some of you will say that it was the Patriots who passed on Manning, so it's the history that they put into motion. But you're wrong. That's what the Russians want you to think. But that's not where the hacking stops. Spygate, Deflategate, Bountygate. Both teams united by scandals. And in Atlanta, who is quarterbacked by Matt Ryan, who played his college football at Boston College, right in the Patriots' backyard. It means hacked by the Russians. And there was this. And in Carolina, where Luke Kuechly played his college football at Boston College, right in the Patriots' backyard. Means hacked by the Russians. And there was this. So if you've ever been to Tampa, heard of Tampa, been to Florida, not been to Florida because your parents didn't love you enough to take you there on vacation, thought the original Buccaneers uniforms were ugly, ever seen Tony Dungy on Sunday Night Football, have ever watched Sunday Night Football, saw John Gruden on Monday Night Football, have ever watched Monday Night Football, then you've probably been hacked by the Russians.